Okay, this is video review for those who might have missed Thursday and Friday. That'd be September 24th and September 25th, or you need to catch up the notes, or you just want a good review. Where we left off on our notes the other day with the New England colonies. Right here, you got to remember Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and New Hampshire, Massachusetts is probably the more important one because Boston's in that one, and a lot of things that we're going to talk about in the near future happen in Boston. So make sure that you remember Massachusetts is always um, the New England colonies. Don't forget cold, cold weather, bad soil. With cold weather and bad soil, there's going to be no farming going on down there. So they're going to have to build ships out of the lumber that they make, and also out in the ocean over here, they're going to be doing whaling and fishing. So remember that. Now the middle colonies are exactly that. They are right there in the middle, and this is where we start with the notes that you might have missed the other day. I'm just going to go super fast. You always have that pause button, so hang on tight. So just remember, as we keep moving up, the weather goes colder. As we start moving down, we were in New England, the weather's going to get a little bit better. So the middle colonies have the best of both worlds. First and foremost, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. And the little trick right here, you say two new dramatic preachers. Two new be New York, New Jersey, D for Delaware, and then preachers for Pennsylvania. Don't forget Pennsylvania's Quakers, religious persecution, religious freedom, first to speak out against slavery. So the weather for the middle colonies, they have the best of both worlds. Hot summers, but they also have cold winters. So it's not super hot all the time. It's not super cold all the time. They are right in the middle. And then look at here. The soil says moderate. This is a STAR test word. It means right in the middle. It's not the best soil. It's not the worst soil. And they have lots of forest. So they're going to be able to do a little bit of farming, but they're also going to have to do other ways, which of course you probably see there's lumberjack and things like that. Let's look at their natural resources. Wheat is the biggest one. They call the middle colonies the breadbasket, which I put in parentheses right up here. But yeah, wheat is part of the breadbasket there. Iron, there's a lot of mining. The STAR test one time asked about mining, so you need to know wheat and iron for mining. There's fish, there's fur, because they're out here in the ocean. There's fur. You can see the beaver pelts, sheep, and of course lumber, which they'll send to New England for shipbuilding. Let's keep going forward here. Because of that, the jobs mining, farming, the wheat farming, fishing, fur trapping, and of course lumberjacks. And this is what wheat looks like. And deep down into the earth, they are mining for iron. And then you have the deer and all that good stuff, the beaver pelts, so the fur. I will pop the notes up in a minute so you can pause and look at those. But I'm just trying to go real fast so this video doesn't take forever because I'm cramming two lessons into one video. This is the work that you need to have done. It might not show up for your progress report if you're behind, but definitely it still counts whether it's for the progress report or not. Now we're going to be talking about the southern colonies, and the southern colonies relate the most to Texas. It's not quite as hot as it is here. The winter's a little bit cooler or colder, or as y'all say down here, fresh, more fresh. Um, but but yeah, it really is pretty similar to us. So let's look at the colonies first and foremost. There's Maryland, Virginia, North and South Carolina, and then Georgia. The little hint there is Virginia goes 2C Mary. So Virginia goes is Georgia, 2C is North and South Carolina, and then of course Mary for Maryland. Don't forget the Catholics started Maryland. Another hint, which is a little bit easier, is they all have girl names. Maryland, Virginia, North and South Carolina, or as y'all say down here, Carolina, Georgia. Now the weather is pretty much like here. Long, hot summers. The winters are what they call mild, which means not so hot, not so cold. It does get kind of cold in that area some places, but not like just frigid all the time cold. Now look at the natural resources. They're all plants. And the reason why is because up here they have the best soil. They have the absolute best soil in the South. So you have tobacco, which is going to be the biggest one up until a certain point in our class, and it's going to switch to cotton. What you got here, corn, indigo, which is a blue flower, rice, and pigs. So the South is all about farming, or as you could probably say, the word that I really like for y'all to say is agriculture, which means farming. So there you go, farming, and then you have plantations, which are huge farms only in the South, and they grow a lot of tobacco, and they have unfortunately tons and tons of slaves. You have skilled labor, and you have slaves that are doing the labor there. And as you can see, the reason why they're bringing slaves over is because tobacco, it requires a lot of hard work. And as the demand and they start selling more and more tobacco, well, they're going to make more and more fields. And if they're going to make more and more fields, they're going to want more and more slaves to work that field to make prices or actually make their profit, the money they make higher. Right here, there's tobacco. This little flower, this is the flower right there, indigo. I'll make it real big so you can kind of see it a little bit better. That's indigo, and you can sometimes find that in flower shops and things like that. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's a blue dye; it makes things blue. So yeah, and this is your note page right here. I'm gonna you can pause it right here. And then the second part of your note page is here. You can pause it right here. Let me, the bottom right here where my video is, it says slaves right there at the bottom, just in case you're trying to look for that. And then at the end, you need to do this activity classwork. It has a little gold medal there. Okay, activity classwork. It has the gold medal. And let me see here if it'll pop up on my stream. It's not popping up on it. Wonder why. Oh, yeah, I know why. There it is. So what you're going to be doing is just a drag and drop. Okay. So let me do this super fast. You do need to turn this in. It will be for a grade. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this green here, this dark green. It says located in the middle between Virginia and Connecticut. Oh, it says middle. Well, that's easy. Middle colonies. And then you need to make sure that all the colors are not in the same column. So you will not have this dark green in the middle colonies again. So let me find it. It says farthest south, African slaves were brought to this region. Oh, okay. Well, slaves in south. That's going to be this one here. So I'm going to put that there. Kind of nice and neat. And then located farthest north. Oh, well, that's easy. In for New England North. And then boom. And that's what you do. You do them all for all the ones here, and you can use your notes. It's pretty much on here. Make sure you turn that in. Like I said, it is for a grade. Other than that, we hope to see you on Monday. Take care. We'll see you soon.